do.
We can stand.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Whoa, it's cushion. Oh, here, Jason. Hold that. Oh, can I film? Oh, it's recording? I didn't even realize.
Oh, wait.
Yep. 35 minutes? Guess so. The ride? That's a lot. I know, it's so worth it. We're like 50 bucks. Daddy? Do you know if this river is man-made or natural?
I have no idea.
I was worried when I saw that
I think
it
it's
said
man-made.
natural.
Okay, that makes sense. It's something.
We're going to be cruising around the Riverwalk about 35-40 minutes. So we're going to see some sights. We're going to talk about some history. It's going to be fun. It's going to be educational. Every time we clean out the river, we find out 600 cell phones down at the bottom. Do not become a statistic. Proceed calmly to the back of the boat. Strap yourself into a life jacket. With great dignity, go down with the ship and then stand up and walk out. It's only about 3 or 4 feet deep. You will be fine. Try not to get my life jackets wet. They are new. La Mansión del Rio, the mansion on the river, originally opened its doors in 1853 as a school for boys. It later became a law school, and when the law school moved out in 1966, 2 former students purchased the building, renovating it into a luxury hotel and opening their doors in 1968, just in time for our World Fair. Now this building here is the Nix Hospital. Contrary to what your eyes are telling you, it is a full building, not just a wall. It was one of the first hospitals in the nation to offer a full-service medical center, a parking garage, and air conditioning. The Nix Hospital was also the birthplace of actress and comedian Carol Burnett. Now coming around this corner of the Riverwalk, this is where the majority of nightlife happens here on the Riverwalk. On the weekends, especially after dark, this place gets a little crowded, gets a little crazy, people come here to party. Coincidentally, this is also the area of the river most commonly known for people falling into the river. Well, there's no correlation between the two things, I am certain. Now, if you have not yet been to see the Alamo, the next building is for you. Off to the left side of the river, this big old glassy building is the Hyatt Regency Hotel, built in 1981, and it connects the Riverwalk to the Alamo Plaza. As it was being constructed, it had to pass something called a shadow test. There is a local law in San Antonio that says no building can cast a shadow over the Alamo at any point in time. Because of that, the Hyatt Regency had to stop construction at just 16 floors, because any higher and sunset would have cast the forbidden shadow. Now to the right, there is the Casino Club building. Casino Club, contrary to its name, was never actually a casino. Gambling did not happen here. It was built in 1927 by Germans who wanted a place to host their social clubs. In the 1940s, it was purchased by a man by the name of Thomas Gilcrease. It became known as the Gilcrease Building. He used it to house his corporate offices and his collection of Western art. He eventually moved all of his things to Tulsa, and the building sat vacant for about 20 years, until the 70s, when it was renovated into residential apartments. It is still apartments to this day, so if you want to live on the Riverwalk, Casino Club is your building. And down through here to the right and to the left, this is the highest concentration of restaurants on the Riverwalk. There's a number scattered all over, of course, but this is the highest concentration. A lot of these restaurants also offer the river boat dining that is so popular through here. So if you're interested in eating dinner on a boat, you can stop into any of these restaurants, ask them about their river boat dining, and give you information on that. Now on the right side here, just up ahead, there is a pedestal with the bust of a man tucked away into his corner by the stairs. This man is Robert Huckman, and he is the father of the Riverwalk. Back in 1921, we had a really nasty flood down through here, destroyed pretty much everything down on the riverbed. Even after flood prevention measures were put into place, people did not trust enough to build down here. They thought it was all going to flood and get destroyed again. They actually wanted to pave over the entire river bend and just turn it into shops. And instead of driving around on a piece of dry pavement, we are on a boat on a river walk. So we owe a lot to Robert Husman. Now to the right, honorable mention for Cacorio, the very first restaurant to open up on the river bend in 1946. Also the first restaurant to offer the riverboat and riverside dining. Now coming down around through here, actually brings us into a man-made portion of the river walk. What we're on just now is the natural San Antonio portion. This down here was added in the 60s. In 1968, we had a World Fair coming into town. We needed a way to shuttle people to and from the convention center that's back here. That building was built all the way back in 1988, which actually is not interesting at all. However, when the Marriott wanted to put their hotel there, they ran into a problem. A problem by the name of Fairmont. The Fairmont Hotel was already in their spot. Now the plan was to just demolish the Fairmont, get rid of it, build their hotel. A very simple, clean, elegant solution, definitely the most logical one to be had. However, the Fairmont Hotel had been built in 1906, making it a very historic building. The Conservation Society caught wind of this, stepped in, said, oh, hey, hold on, maybe we don't blow up this building, it's kind of awesome. So what they did, they suggested the Marriott either renovate or just build somewhere else. They took the entire Fairmont Hotel and they jacked it up off of its foundations and rolled it down the street to a new location at South Alamo and Nuevo, where it still stands to this day. The process of getting it from point A to point B took 6 days.